In case anyone has anything to say, please write on the chat box.
Hello?
Okay, good morning, everyone. Uh, so since we are, almost at about capacity, and our presenter is also here, so we'll start the class. Uh, Good morning. I am Abhimanyu Saraf. I am from Reliance Education Learning Center, Guwahati, and I will just walk you through some of the instructions, some of the do's and don'ts, and also some regulations which you should follow during the entire span of the classes. So please hold. I'll just start my screen share. One second. I'll just start my video. Just hold on. Just hold on. Okay. So first, let me ask: is my screen visible to everybody?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do a poll. Everybody, just answer the question. Okay. So everybody can answer. Okay. Okay, great. So I think everybody is able to see my screen. Just hold on. I think slight connection issue. Just one second. One second. We are having some connection issue. Just hold on. Just 2 minutes. Yes. Okay. Now my screen share is on. So we'll just guide you through some of the regulations, some of the do's and don'ts. So participants' microphones should always be kept on silent or mute mode. You will only use the chat box to ask your questions. We are a couple of people we are here in the team, so we will respond to your questions as and when possible. The course material and the training provided is intellectual property of Reliance Education. So we reserve the right to take legal action against any misuse of the same. Okay. So there should be no copying or recording of the sessions. We have a mechanism. We will record the sessions and we will share the recorded sessions with you for for review again. Something else, if you have to have for using Adobe Photoshop, you need a PC or a laptop with minimum 4 GB RAM. If you have a pen and tablet for drawing, that will be good for digital paintings. Now, some of you have been asking questions about what if you don't have a laptop or a PC. It is difficult. You will be able to do basic things on your Photoshop Mix app on the phone, but you can't basically learn all the tools and all the things that we will be teaching you. The projects that you will submit will be judged by the faculty, and her decision in this regard shall be considered final. As we have already informed, participants who have attendance of 80% or more and have submitted 50% of their assignments will be issued a digital certificate after completion of the course and submission of the project in the time frame. This certificate you will be able to download and you will be able to print as well. Management reserves the sole discretion to disqualify any student if she is found to be misrepresenting, copying. Basically, no spam in the chat box. Please do not say the same thing again and again and again. Don't spam the chat box. In case the audio or video is lagging, please first check your internet connection and make sure you have a strong, stable connection. In case you are not able to see the video or audio at any point of time, there is a 3 stars on top of your screen. It's a red box with 3 stars. So you click on that and click on reconnect. You will be reconnected to the session without entering your password and username again. Like I said, do not spam the chat box. And to submit the assignments, now to submit all the assignments that are given, you will have to browse to classroom.google.com. Once you go there, you will log in with your Google ID and password. On the top right corner, you will see a plus sign. You click that and click on join a class. There are 2 classes we have made. Class 1, that is the code for class 1, and then class 2, that is the code for class 2. Now don't worry, this same information we will share on the WhatsApp group also. So in case you are not able to follow here, we will share step-by-step screenshots on the WhatsApp group so that you can connect to the Google Classroom and submit your assignments. Okay. Just a brief about Reliance Education. We are leaders in Reliance itself is a leader in entertainment, and our education division is the leader in VFX and animation education. So our presence we have in television, in print, in film, entertainment, digital media, animation, VFX, live events, online gaming companies, radio, as well as music. This is just the basic company structure. So some of the projects that we have been involved in as Reliance Entertainment: Holiday, Three Idiots, Ravan, Singham Returns, Bodyguard, all these projects we have been involved in as Reliance Entertainment. We were also part of the VFX team in Bahubali, The Conclusion, that's Bahubali 2. So that was also done by Reliance Entertainment. I don't know how many of you have seen Incredibles 2. This was released sometime in last year. So that was also part of Reliance Entertainment. We've worked on the VFX and the animation for this movie. Some other projects where we have slightly contributed: Life of Pi, Ravan. So these were some of the other projects where we, as Reliance Education and Reliance Entertainment, we have participated and done the project. Of course, there are some television serials as well. News channels, we do some VFX work for news channels as well. And we have TV cartoons running right now. Some of them are Little Singham, Golmaal Junior. Probably you've seen all of these. These are telecast now on Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network. So this is just basic details about us. I will not go into too much of details. There are a lot of courses that we have, a lot of long-term courses and short-term courses, but we'll go into all that later on. I think we are good to start the class now. So I will hand over the proceedings to our faculty. Our faculty is Miss Pooja Deb. She's here with us, and she can now take your, she will give her own presentation, as well as she will show you some of her work, some of her showreels, and she will just introduce herself and then start the class. Over to you, Pooja.
Yeah, hi all. Good morning, everyone. So basically, can I share the screen?
Yes, Pooja, please go ahead. Share your screen.
Okay. Just a second now. Can everyone see my screen?
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Okay. Okay. I will start by introducing myself. I'm Pooja. I've studied from Assam University VBA, and then I have done animation course of 1 year from MEC. Then I'm having production experience of like 1.5 year. I've worked on many kids project like Motu Patlu, and some kiddos channel was there in my company. So I was working on that. Let me show you some of the showreel. Can able to help me here? Hi.
Hi, Pooja, can you just reshare your screen? I think your screen is not visible.
Now it's visible. It's visible now.
No, we are not able to see your screen.
It's visible now.
No.
It's not visible.
No, I think your screen is not visible. Just 1 second only. Yeah, now your screen is visible.
Okay. Can able to hear me?
Yes, we are able to hear you.
Before you can't able to hear me, right?
No, now we can hear you clearly, and your screen is also visible now.
Okay. So I will start by introducing myself. I've done PVA from Assam University, and then I've done animation course from MEC. Hello? Can you able to hear me?
Yes, we are able to hear you. Please continue.
Okay. So I've done. I was working in an animation studio of name is Fametoon Studio. So I was working there as in the Motu Patlu and some kids project also. So I will share my showreel. Hello. So everyone can see my showreel.
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay. So this is basically this is a digital sculpting. This is done by me as a freelancer. I was doing that. Okay. I've done some concept artist also. I was working as a concept artist. I was used to make character designing also. So I will show those. So this is a female character of this is basically a game character. It was done by me recently only. I was doing as a freelancer. And can you able to hear me?
Yes, audible.
Okay. Okay, this is a house. This is a like concept artist. I make it for one like for freelancer. I make it, and this is a like this is like a weapon. I make it in Photoshop only. Those are I make in Photoshop. Can you able to hear me?
Yeah, we are here. We will hear. You can continue.
This is a portrait. This is made by me in Photoshop only. So first I make it in I do it in tracing it, drawing. Then after I color it and I texture it. I will show you some my office work. This is a like lizard kind of animal. This is made by me in Maya.
Okay.
This is a cat. This is made by me and textured by me also. This is a donut. Here the donut is plain only, fresh only, and this is like a rusty one, like dirty one. Okay, this is a dustbin. Like those work I make in Maya, and using Maya and Photoshop I made all those. So I think we're good enough to start Photoshop.
Yes, I think that'll be good.
Okay. Okay. So this is the Photoshop. So first we'll start with the file. We can open file like new. We need to create file. If we are having some PSD file or like a JPEG file, we can open any images by going there in the file menu, and then we can click on open, and we can click like where your destination file is there. We can click on that and open it. So now we'll do that. We'll open and create a new file. So we'll go on the new, and then there is some like recent I have used those, like some custom images are there, some default sizes also there, some this, and there is some saved. If you're doing some like making some sizes like here in the width way, I'm making like suppose I'm making it 3000. Sure, sorry. So I'm making it 3000 and I'm going to create it. If I want to save it, then I can save it here. So I can make it like what I given a name also, like to give like some name what I want to give, some like let's give some name landscape. So you can save it like this. If I save it, then it will come on the save. When you click on save, and there is some photo images also. Like there is some in default, it is came there in the Photoshop that there is some photo default sizes there, landscape sizes there, like 2.3 and 4.6, 5.7. Those are there. The print also, like which one to print, right? A5, P3, all those are there. We got those, but this is not a problem. This is not need to take like headache also. So what we'll do, like we'll go to recent, and we'll just, if you want to untitled, there will be name like untitled one. If you want to like give some name, we can give some name, or we can start with that. After that, after finishing that, we can change the name, and we can save it like that. So so we need to every time we need to like select pixel per inch. So if we're going for like resolution is very much important, as the Photoshop is a very like vector based image. Like it will be like clear, like everyone can listen. Hello.
Yeah, we can hear. Please go ahead.
Okay, please on the audio, but I can't able to
Okay.
like anybody can listen or not. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. So this is like resolution is very much important in like which print we are giving. Like sometimes we are taking like a small images here. Like we need to create some like we are getting some images like in. Can you listen?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, so sometimes we are taking like in Google we are searching for an image like just that we image like some flower we are searching. So if we get some covered images, so if we're getting some blurred images, then we will take the image like see some like low resolution we are taking, then we have to make it like in a bigger image, like have to take it in a HD version. So we need to create a file, like new file we need to create, and we will like give the resolution very like 300 or 400, like how much we'll need, like how HD you need, will give like according to that, so that we can like make a very good image, like vector image. Everyone can get me?
I think we are all clear. Yes.
Okay. So we are basically, this is a color mode version is there. We are basically selecting the RGB mode only. That is the advanced version. Those are the some versions are there, like bitmap, grayscale, CMK color, lab color. All those we can get it later. So 8-bit, we are selecting every time 8-bit. So 8-bit was when we are doing in like gaming, we're making a game art or like concept art. Every time like or making a logo, every time we are using the 8-bit only. So, and those are like background is there, white background is there, black background is there, background color is there, transparent is also there, custom is also there. So we are selecting as a white background, but it is coming with a default shape with the Photoshop. So, and this is the like color profiles is there. This is coming default by default. That's a we can use it like later. We can change it like what we want to change, but it's the advanced option. But we can select this is also with the game when came with the defaults. Can you able to hear me?
Yeah, we can hear.
Okay. So we are taking this is a custom. We're taking custom, and we're going to like we'll just create it, select and create it, and those will come the Photoshop workspace. Okay. So,
Okay.
those are the tools. These are this side which you are seeing all those. These are the tools which you want to see that which tools is going for what. So, when you're clicking on that, though it is Photoshop is like updated Photoshop version is like if you just go on that with the mouse, then you will see the move tools is specifically showing that what we can do with that. When you are if you are not getting it, you can see that it will automatically show that what we can do with that. I will explain it, but it will show that how we can how what is doing with the which tool is going for what. We can see those. If you're confused about it, then we can see just. And this is Bootstrap is basically this is layer based software. So this is the layer. This is the background. So background is very much important. So when we're doing that, like in background, like this is coming is a lot. So what we're doing, like we'll do one. This is the brush tool. Okay. So we're taking one color, like we're selecting color, like we have to select color. We'll click on that brush, and there is some square boxes there. This is the foreground color. This is the background color. So we'll select the foreground color, and we'll just click on that. And this is I'm putting some red color, red or orange color. I'll just draw those. So I have done it in background. So if there is some like in wall I'm painting, if I painted in wall, I can't remove it. Like I do it in background, I can't remove it. So if I take a layer, that is a very Photoshop is mainly based on the layer based software. So if take the layer, if I take it as a layer, in layer I'm doing it, then I can move it. Like with the move tool I can move it. So this is basically the move tool. This one is a move tool. Here in the right, in the left side corner, the first tool is a move tool. I can move it because I've done it in the layer, the first layer I've done, so I can move it. But what I've done in the background, I cannot move it because I've done it in the background, so I can move it. So for undo, if I undo delete it, and if I undo delete it, then I can click Control Z. So everyone need to write the shortcut key. It's very important to write the shortcut key to if you want to undo it, some shortcut you need to use. Otherwise, you need to go longer creating and this and controls that you have to undo. For undo this shortcut only works. Okay. So if I need to make the background the same layer, then I can click on that on the new layer, and there will come the layer 0. Okay. And then this is becoming a layer. So if I want to make it transparent, I will press Ctrl T. It means I'm selecting this. This is the scale. I can scale it. Ctrl T is the shortcut of scaling. Like if I scale it, then I will make it a transparent. The background is transparent. Then if I'm selecting this one, then I'll make I can make it duplicate, and then I can make it bigger, and then make it like same only, and then I'll press enter. Okay. Can everyone get it?
Yes, everyone is following, I think.
Okay.
Almost all.
Any questions till now? Any questions till now?
No major questions. Some of them are asking which version are you using.
I'm using
They might be asking-
I'm using 2020. So I will start introducing all those tools, how it works. Okay. So I'm starting with the rectangle marker tool. So there is in rectangular marker tool, there is some options are there. There is some shapes like rectangular, oval. Those are working same only. Only the shape is different. So like if we want to select this, then I will just drag it with the mouse, like left button. I will just drag it. Then this is just make a selection. Like if we are going to paint it, it will select this area only. It will not go there. Okay.
Got it.
Okay. So this help in many process. Like if we want to deselect it, then we will press Ctrl D. Then it will get deselected. So basically, so we have done in background, like as I was saying, we can't do it in background layer. We need to take a new layer, and then then we need to take that. If we're taking background layer, then we can move it. Like we need to, if we're going to take the eraser also, like we can move it. It's going completely. So I'll undo it and delete it. So I'll take a new layer, and I will create on that, like in the color, like in the foreground color, I'll create on that. I'll take a white color. I'll just create it. If I want to put the color, then we'll put all backspace. Then we'll get one like full page color, like full canvas. It's called canvas actually. What page we're having, we created a new file. This is called canvas. So we can paint on that. We can do whatever we want. We can edit photo. Photoshop is basically like for editing we are using, and some for we are creating like new craft and all. If we are using for everything, like for matte painting, you are using Photoshop is basically the creativity. Also there is editing is also for using everything. So now we'll do that. We will open one file image. Let's open this one. Just say still life. So if we need to crop it, if we need to with a rectangle marker tool, we'll just drag it and we will select this part. So if I want to make this a complete one layer, we don't need this part, we don't know that part. then we can make one thing that we can make Control J, so that we can duplicate. It will be duplicate only the part which we select. That part we will only duplicate. It will get into another layer. So press like we can put Control J. So when you are putting Control J, then it will go into one layer, like one single layer. So if we are, so there's the layers. There's the icon is there, like you will see that black color. There will be some option like I. It is basically that we can hide it. Like if I hide it, then I will not able to see it there. If I hide this layer, then you can still see that this is transparent. Nothing will be there. So basically, we will just select the layer. So we want this one only. So we need to fill the complete almost with this layer. With this layer only, with that image only, we need to fill it. So we'll press Control. What Control T will do? Control T will like scale everything, and it will like if you want to scale like uniformly, we will just press here in the. We'll just drag it with the mouse. We'll just drag it here, and it will come like this. So if we want to like drag like if we want to adjust it like horizontally, so we'll press shift and just drag there. But it will what will happen that if you drag like this, then the image will be like flattened. It will like squeezing. It will like squeezing. So if I want to do it like informally, so we'll do what will so we'll let's undo it. Let's do it once again. So what I'll do, we'll enter shift, or you can press alt also. We'll just drag it and it will come in the size. So if we're like in like what we're doing, like when you press Ctrl T, like if you want to scale it, and if you drag like this, like if you're dragging, pressing the shift, we're dragging it like this, then the image is going to spoil. Like it will be squeezed out, it will be not in the uniform shape. So it's getting worse. It's not looking nice. It will be like squeezing. It's getting horizontally oriented. If I press like in Control P by pressing, if you want to scale it or if you want to adjust it, then you press Alt and you will just drag it and it will come in the original size. Then you have to press Enter so that it can came in the size. Okay, so we are getting we are going back to the our new page. uh, Now we are starting with the move tool. So what we basically can do with the move tool, like with a rectangle marker tool, like if you click if you right click mouse button, then you will get the elliptical marquee tool. It will come with that. This is like a circle. Like if you drag like casually, if you drag it, then it will come like a like which shape you want. It will not come like if you want it like perfect circle, it will not come like that. And if you want to deselect, if you want to that let it be this to be like disappear like invisible, like you want to deselect all those, you will press Ctrl B, then it will become. So if you want to make a circle, like complete a circle, like perfect circle, you press the shift key and then you will drag, then it will come with a perfect circle. If we're not pressing the shift and we are just adding like this, it can be like a little bit oval shape. It will be can be like little bit like this will it will not be like perfectly like oval shape. So basically rectangle marquee tool is going for that. So this is the move tool. So what we are saying that like with the rectangular marker tool, we are putting one color. So if you want to put color, we'll go into the color picker is there. We'll just select on this, and this is another layer I have taken. So I will just put on that. This is a foreground color. Take color like if you want to take like red color, pink color, you can take like here is there. If you can drag it, you will drag it. It will color. You will get all those color like which color you want. slash I'm taking this as orange color. Okay.
Pooja, madam, I think some of them are feeling that it's going little too fast. So maybe you can
Okay.
just slow down a little bit.
Okay. 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 So if they are not getting it, what?
Yeah, I think they're feeling it's going a little bit faster. So
Okay.
maybe you can go into little more details of the shaping.
Okay. 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 Sorry, guys. I'm getting it very faster. Okay. Okay. Then I'm talking about the rectangular marquee tool. Let's select this is a rectangular marquee tool. We'll just drag it here, and we'll make this a selection. This is another layer. Okay. So we'll put in the foreground color. If you want to put one color on that, so we will get one color. Like I have put in blue color. I'll select the blue color. We'll press that OK button, and if you want to put that color, we'll add all backspace. Then you'll got the color. And if there is a selection, that after putting the color also you are getting the selection. If you want to remove the selection, if you want to just make it like as it was before, we'll press Ctrl T to deselect. Okay, so it will be gone. Selection will be gone. So as it is there in the new layer, okay, we can move it with the move tool. We can move it and go anywhere we want. Just hello, hello. Okay, okay, no problem. They're not. Can you able to hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Shall I speak in Hindi?
Yeah, you can go Hindi and English combined.
Oh, okay, okay, fine, fine. तो क्या करते हैं? Let's we have done with the rectangular. If we can move it like anywhere, we can move it. We can drag it here. We can drag it. We can make it visible also. So if you want to just duplicate it, we press Ctrl J. It will get duplicate of this layer. Okay. So we want to change the color of it. We don't want that this color to be the same. So go to the image and we'll put the adjustment. We'll go adjustment and then we'll go to hue saturation. तो उसमें हम क्या करेंगे, उसमें हम कलर चेंज कर सकते हैं. तुम जिसको जो कलर चाहिए वो हम सिलेक्ट कर सकते हैं. So I'll put over here. So this is we can move tool. We can move it. I will go with all those tools like slightly with the introducing the portal, and then we'll go in detail. Okay. So next we're deleting all those layers. So for deleting, we'll press Ctrl and then we'll select both the layer and we'll click on the delete button and it will get deleted. So now we are using lasso tool. So basically, lasso tool is used for like let's open a picture. Where open a picture? Okay. So basically, we want to with the lasso tool, we want to select it like this part we want. So with the lasso tool, we can select it like if we want to select it like perfectly, then it will take some time. Then you will press enter and it will get selected. There's some lasso tool that this lasso tool is there, polygon lasso tool is there, and magnetic lasso tool is there. Those are basically a selection based tool only, but those are using as like differently. Like in lasso tool, if you are selecting lasso tool, then you can select roughly. Like if you want to, if you're using the lasso tool, like basically the lasso tool, just you want to select this portion Then we can roughly select it, and we can go for it. If we want to change the color also, we can go for it. But if we say this is a layer that is a hidden layer, the layer is hidden. There is like we are not showing this layer. So if I want to do something like we are putting color, we want to make color on that. So if we are selecting the brush tool and we are going here and we're selecting one color and you want to just brush it, you can't brush it. It's showing some error. See, it's showing some error is there. Like in like we can't brush it because it's the layer is hidden. When you just unhide that, and then we can paint it like this. Well, this paint will be like on the based on this layer only. Like which layer we are selecting, the paint will come on this angle. Just we make the selection, so it's coming like this on. Okay, so we'll undo this. Control Z. Okay. So polygonal lasso tool. It will like coming in this like if you want to select it, select like this. Like if you want to select one building and if you want to select one building, it is helpful on that rectangular or like square base what we want to select. It helps on that. Okay, we are pressing Ctrl T again to deselect it. So magnetic lasso tool is like you want to select it like perpendicular, like you want to select it. It helps like if you want to select on that and we're selecting this, it will take basically on like depends upon the object, what object is there, it will take like that. It will be helpful to select like if you want to select it. Basically this help in selection. Okay, we'll go in detail after that. I'm giving just an introduction to you. So this is the object selection tool. So I drag it here, it takes automatically the object. There is a jerk over here. It takes automatically the object what is there. Can you see that? Like I select this whole jerk, it is taking automatically the whole jerk. Only the jerk is select. It is specifically judging where the object is and is selecting by like that. Okay. So let's say that this is a quick selection tool. So I'll open one file, will show some new image. Okay. So, if you want to make the size smaller, then we will just bracket. There's one bracket, close bracket is there, and like open bracket is there. We'll click on that to make our brush size smaller. Okay. So I'm going to select the elephant. So in the quick selection tool, we will just select on this, click on that elephant. But say there is like coming like the land is also coming, but we also want only elephant. So we will want to deselect some portions. So we'll press Alt. Audio. Okay, can you listen?
Yeah, we're able to hear. Please continue.
Okay. So we will press Alt and like we will just press on that. So that's it. Now it came. So we'll if we need to deselect this portion also, this portion of land also, so we'll press the small text bracket, open bracket button over there. We'll click on that and we'll again press the Alt button. We'll continue the pressing the Alt button and again we will deselect it. Can you everyone able to listen? Everyone able to listen?
Yeah, we're able to listen. We're able to listen.
Okay. Can the students get what I'm saying?
Yeah, some of them again they are feeling like it's going a little slow, but don't worry, guys, because what will happen is we are just giving an introduction today. From
Okay.
tomorrow we will, when we do each and every editing and things, you will get to know the tools better. So Please don't worry, today is just an introduction class.
Yeah, I'm giving today only introduction. So tomorrow we'll get everything like it.
We are not getting this so far. English is fine and more complicated.
Hindi object selection tool is not available in earlier version with negative comments.
I will experience now.
Ini तो लगे तो मैंने मारी जैसे ही इसको
Can everyone able to listen?
Hello.
Any problem?
Hello.
Any problem?
Yeah, just I'm trying, but मेरे से वो लैपटॉप पे कुछ भी नहीं हो रहा है. फिर ये दूसरा सिस्टम में कर रही हूँ अभी. इसमें भी ऑडियो का प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है. I don't know.
Okay, सुनाई नहीं दे रहा है क्या?
Disconnect.
No, I just somebody was joining in, so we're just asking them to disconnect because they are not able to hear. So that's okay. You can continue.
Okay. So this is a magic wand tool. This base, all those are only selection tool only. So if I want to, if we are selecting like one object is there, we'll just click on that. We'll select that part only. If I want to select other portion also, we will press Shift and then we'll click on that. And we'll select those also. But it's selecting basically those part also. If I want to deselect it, then we have to click on that. But that is not helpful like completely. If I want to, like some portions is there, see those portions is there, like those are getting deselect. Like some portions are there. So magic wand tool is like if you want to select only one object, it's very difficult. Like it is creating like some objects is selecting, some objects is selecting. It is selecting basically it depends upon the light and shade is there in the image. It will select on that. Okay. So we have completed like 4 tool. Now we are going the crop tool. Okay. Crop tool is basically nothing but we can crop it. Okay. So if you want to crop it like this portion, we can crop it, and it is showing like a like photo. When we are doing the photography, we are seeing those those cross lines are there. It is basically showing that if the object should be there here, it is basically this is the main focus point here. There is a line between like first line is there. This is basically the focus point should be there. Like the first line, second line. This portion should be there. Okay. This is basically the crop tool works for only cropping only. So if you want to crop it, we can crop it. Like it has been straightening also. That we will do it later. Like if you want to straighten those objects are like not completely straight. If you want to straighten it, then you can select this button. It will go on straightening it. Okay. So if you want to straighten it, we'll select the straight here. We'll just correct it and then we'll just select it and then we will just drag it here. Okay. Then it becomes straight. Like those, it was not straight. Like I will show you. Just a minute. Like it becomes straight now. Earlier it was like this, and now it's like this. So in the basically with the help of crop tool, we can crop things also, and we can make it straight also. So this is a frame only. We can like frame it for like one image. We can frame it. We can go it later. So what is basically the eye drop? Okay, let's take one more layer. Okay, then look क्या कर सकते हैं कि we'll take we'll want to take this want to paint this, like say this is the image. Okay, we'll put one side. Okay, where they hiding the background layer, we will take we want to paint like this as same in the Photoshop. So with the help of marquee tool, we'll do one thing. We'll just drag it and we'll create just a minute. Frame came. We'll divide it. Okay. So we have taken one new layer and we're going to paint like the same. Okay. So with the help of marquee tool, we're selecting what we need to paint. I want to paint this as same as this. We'll put one base background here. Let's put this background layer of this color. So what eyedropper will do, if you select the eyedropper, if you want this color, it helps to detect the color, which color you want. If you want this color here, we'll just select the eyedropper and you just click on that and it will came that which color you want. See, this is the foreground color, it came which color you want. So now we can do, if we are as we have selected it earlier, we can press the alt backspace and then it will the color will be came. Now we can draw the same. Let's see. Okay, if we want to draw the same, we will take one more layer. So if I draw on this layer, it will like come like we can't remove it. If we want to erase like some drawing also, it will not come. So we will take one more layer to draw it. Like say, let's say like we want to draw it like same as this. So for drawing, we will need like black color. We will select like we will go to this color, and that is okay. We will press, then we will get the color like we want to draw it. So with the eyedropper, is selecting the eyedropper. We will select the eyedropper, so it will not come like yeah, we need as we need to draw it. We need to go to the brush. Okay. So for brushes, there will be some. I'll come it later. Now I'm just showing you. Okay. We select one brush. So we want to draw it. So with this big size, we can draw it. We'll just click on that open bracket. Okay. We'll make it smaller. उसके बाद हम लोग paint कर सकते हैं. Like we can paint it. Like if you want to paint it, we can paint it. Okay. So this is basically the eyedropper. Eyedropper basically needs help to detect color. Like if you want to select that color, if I want to put this color the same this color, then we will get the color. After clicking there, we'll get like where the color here. See, I will show you. Like here, there is a different shade of red. There's some pinkish and some different versions of color of the red color only, as this is a pomegranate fruit. You see some source of light is there, some yellowish also there. So if I want to detect the color, we just click on that. Here is the same. You're showing this color in the like here you're showing one different color. If you select, if you click 1 second, you will get another color. If you click on another portion, you will get another color. Okay. So eyedropper basically help in like detecting color. So close it, we don't need it. Okay. So if you want to delete everything, like you want to delete the 3 layer, so we'll press on shift. This layer is the upper layer is selected. If you want to drag, if you want to delete all the layer, or if you want to select every layer like up to top, then okay, then we will like select all those layers like shift, pressing the shift. If we are selecting this layer, like suppose we select our layer is selected by this only we have select this layer, so we will go to the last layer if we want to shift select. Like in when we are painting, we're taking many layer, like we are drawing some, giving some texture, like we're getting many new layer. So if we are getting, if we want to like click on that, like we want to select every layer, like up to background we need to select, we'll press shift and we'll just click on that, then every layer will be selected. Okay. So let's say we want to merge all the layer. We can in layers. Yeah, and I forgot to say that. Like इसमें क्या क्या कर सकते हैं हम लोग, merge कर सकते हैं कि हम लोग को सब लेयर एक ही उसमें चाहिए, तो हम लोग merge करते हैं. सपोज हमने ये लेयर सिलेक्ट किया और शिफ्ट पकड़ के हम लोग लेयर सिलेक्ट कर सकते हैं. ये दोनों लेयर हम लोग ने सिलेक्ट किया. ओके. तो हमको ये मर्ज करना है, तो मर्ज करने के लिए हम लोग प्रेस करेंगे Ctrl E. तो ये दोनों हो गए मर्ज एक साथ में. So अगर हम लोग को undo करना है तो we'll press Ctrl Z. Shortcut we need to use for painting or for doing some editing also. We need to press shortcut. Those are very important. Okay. So now we'll get to the patch stop healing tool. There is some healing brushes are there. So spot healing brushes is there, healing brush tool is there, patch tool is there. Okay. Okay. So let's open one new file. I'm opening one new file. Some old photograph I'm opening. Okay. See, the old photo is there. This is especially this is like blurred image. So if I need to like we need to create is a like different size, like we need to make it clear. Well, we'll go to the like this like blurred image. If we need to print it, suppose. So if we will go to the image and we will get the image size. If when you will be used to in Photoshop, you get that all Control I. Then you will get like in shortcut if you want to open it, then you can get it. Okay, later you can do it. So now for you will go to image and go to image size. Okay, what is the size? The size is very low, like width is low. So let's say we are making it 2000. So 2000, width is 2000 and height is 1500. So let's make the resolution. Depends upon how may you want to make it clear, how HD you want to make it. It will not be HD, but it will be like quite good resolution. If you make the resolution higher, the photo quality will be very good. Okay. So let's make it 200. So when you are making it 200, after changing the resolution, the width and height will also change accordingly. Up to that. So first we have put width 2000, but when you are changing, but after that when you are changing the resolution, it will go up to the resolution according to the resolution, what with the width and height. Okay, so let's put on this so it is more clear. Okay, so let's there is a spot healing brush tool. Spot healing brush tool is here. So what it do like some in the old photograph you are seeing that some dots are there. So what will do spot healing? We'll just click on that. Let's say we are clicking, we'll make the brush size bigger. It will go. So if it dragging it, it will heal accordingly. What it does actually, it takes the source. When we're clicking it, it will adjust automatically. Like it, if we're clicking it here, let's you're clicking here. If you want to like the damage what you need to heal, you just click on that. It will be healing automatically, adjusting it. But in case of in comparison to the healing brush tool, you need to say where if you're clicking on that, there's some showing some error. We need to press Alt key. Okay. So basically, if you just so if you're pressing in Alt key, I'll show you. If you want to, I forgot to say that. I'm so sorry. That if you want to zoom it, we'll press Control plus. If you want to zoom out, we'll press Control minus. Okay, for zoom in and zoom out in Photoshop. Okay. Let's say we want to we're using healing brush tool. So what healing brush tools do is that it doesn't adjust. Like if you're taking this white portion, if it like you will press alt key, you'll just click on that, and you want this click what you have did, you want to put it here. Okay, it will see it's coming like it's a white portion. What is the difference between healing brush tool and spot healing brush tool? Spot healing brush tool is taking the source, like from anywhere you want to take, you just take it and just spot it. It will adjust automatically. But healing brush tool, it will take anywhere you want to take the like from what we are doing. This patch tool of what we are doing is taking from one place some portion, and it will adjust where the damage portion is. But in the case of there is some patch tool is there, so if it acts differently, those options act differently one another. But spot healing brush tool is the best because it's healing automatically. We don't need to think about like where we need to click. We'll just click on that, it will be healing automatically where we need to heal. See, it's healing automatically. What patch healing brush tool is doing? So हम लोग इधर से let's say there's a dark, इधर एक dark portion है, हम लोग इसमें क्लिक कर रहे हैं, उसके बाद इधर क्लिक कर रहे हैं, तो वो dark portion आ रहा है. इधर से हम लोग इधर क्लिक कर रहे हैं, तो वो dark दिखा रहा है. See, it's showing like dark. But when we are going with the spot healing brush tool, if you're clicking on that also, then we are clicking here, but it's coming like it's coming like healing. See, it's healing automatically. Okay, so we are now going for patch tool. Let's say patch tool is there, like it is like you can select it like lasso tool. We'll select it here. Okay, so this is a portion is damaged, so we'll drag it. If when we're dragging it, when dragging it to the next spot, it will come here. Okay, so let's see whether it's doing. Let's say Control D will just deselect it. Okay, let's we want this portion is damaged. I'm zooming it, but though the image is blurred, this portion is damaged. Okay, so we want to next we'll drag it. तो फर्स्ट क्या करेंगे, यहाँ पे जो हम लोग ने सिलेक्ट किया है फर्स्ट पैच टूल, तो वो क्या करता है, उसके बाद अगर हम लोग उसमें जो ड्रैग करेंगे, जिस पर्ट पे लेके जाएंगे, वो उस पर्ट पे उधर दिखाएगा जिस जो फर्स्ट पर्ट में हम लोग ने सिलेक्ट किया था. ठीक है, ठीक है. Can everyone get me? Can everyone get me?
Sure, I think we're not. Okay, there are some few questions. I think Pooja, if you can just view the webinar jam portal and just answer some of the questions.
Okay.
Also request to all the participants, please don't just write as a comment, please mark it as a question so that we know it's a question. There is an option on top of the chat box where it is written chat mode or question answer mode. Just mark it as a question so that we will know it's a question.
Actually, it's better if they ask question one by one.
Yeah, but no, they will not be able to speak. They will not be able to speak on the platform.
Okay.
So what we can do is we can also enable the participant chat in the WhatsApp groups, and we'll
Okay.
add you in the
Uh,
group so that you can answer the questions.
Actually, it can happen because if when I'm saying it, they are not able to get understand. When they will do it, then they will
Yes,
get understand. So if they connect me in
sure,
WhatsApp, they can talk
sure,
with me also. So in WhatsApp,
sure, sure,
if they text me, then I will make them understand. That will be better. Like if
sure.
when they're practicing, if they call me, then I will make them understand that what is the problem and what. So it's common to have problem. Like when we are starting it, it is common to have problem. Because I'm doing is I'm giving it in an introduction, but the thing is that if I give everything the introduction today, like I think they are getting out of my mind. I think so. We should stop today. Like if they are
Totally
having some
understandable.
question up to
So
that, we need to speak to that.
yeah, so participants, since this was like a introduction class, I think whatever has been taught was basically just to get you introduced to the whole idea of Photoshop and the interface of Photoshop. What we will do now is we will enable the WhatsApp groups. We will enable the chat on the WhatsApp group
Everyone,
so that you can ask.
everyone can listen to me. No? So
Yeah, they can.
if you're having problem, then you can like call me in WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number will be shared like in group. I will be there, so everyone can share. Like when I'm just take all those, then you can get it like properly. When you are doing, you will get it better. So at that time when you are doing, you are getting some problem. If you call me at any time, if you're calling me, then I will answer it and you will be clear to that. Okay.
Right, we'll do that. I think we'll do that.
Okay. So
Okay.
shall I continue or shall I stop?
Yeah, you can continue. I think no problem. If or if,
Okay.
participants, would you like a break? Would you like a break? We'll just do a small poll. Okay. Okay, we have mixed responses. We have about 50% asking for a break and 50% not asking for a break. Okay, I think Pooja, what we can do is we can continue for today's session, and maybe in another 10 minutes we'll be completing the session. So we can
Okay.
complete the session entirely, and then we'll just connect back at the end of the session.
Okay.
So please
Fine.
continue. Start.
Okay. So this is about the patch tool. I will go it in detail later. Okay. So now I'll go to clone stamp. For clone stamp tool, I'm just closing it. We'll go to file, we'll go to open, and we'll select one photo. So you can see the girl is having some pimples over there. So in clone, if you select clone stamp tool, it can remove the pimple. It's basically used for that where you want to remove something. So it's like this like patch tool is coming, like we have to select like alt is showing. So press alt, click on that. So what I'll do, like if we're doing it in background layer, we can get it in the undo. We can get it. We can, like as I said earlier, if I want to just like the background layer should be the same. If you want to make it as a layer, that is also completely fine. So we've got one more layer. Press say we want same layer. Okay, sorry. We press Ctrl J. Okay. So we get it in another layer. So we'll hide the background layer if you want. If you don't hide, then it's also fine. If you hide, it's okay. Okay. So I'm basically here. I'm hiding. Okay. So I want to remove the pimples over here. So I press Alt. say here the pimple is removed. Like what the mark is there, like pigmentation is there, is removed. Okay. So the clone tool is used for that. Okay. So now I'll go by before going to the brush, I will go to the history brush. Okay. So let's say this is the layer. Okay, this is a background layer. What I do with the history brush? There is like side. There is option for history brush. Okay. There is a very big size, so we will just smaller it with the opening bracket. We just small it. Okay. Let's select one color. I'm selecting one color. Pressing OK. And it's selecting the all background. So in the background, let's say I'm painting it in the background. I'll go to the paint brush and paint it in the background. Okay. So what history brush do? Like I paint in the background, but I can't like transfer. As I said, if I paint in the background, I can't get it back. If I can undo it, it will go. But if I paint in the background like many more times, undo will be like 1, 2. Like if many times I make it, so in history brush, what you do, like if many things we have done in the background layer, so we want to remove everything. So we want to remove what we did, like in background, what the image is there, that is there. But what we did, we want to remove that. After doing many things also, we can undo it. So we will select the history brush. What history brush will do, we'll make the size bigger. ये क्या करेगा, वो सब कुछ रिमूव कर देगा जो हम लोग ने किया है. History brush helping that. Okay. So now go to brush tool. Okay. Brush tool. So brush tool is there. So when we are selecting brush, there is, if we select the, say there is a paint brush over there. If you're getting all those which inches brushes are there, what brushes are there, you get everything over there. You can select it. Okay.
Pooja, ma'am, some of them are having questions regarding why you created a layer here. So maybe you can answer some of the questions for them.
Which question?
They are asking why a layer has been added here.
Layer. They are talking about this layer. But that layer,
yes.
I was explaining that clone one, na? So I forgot to delete that. You edited that time. I'm just explaining on that. Okay. I actually, it's my fault. When I was explaining you about the clone layer, see there is a pimple, and there's some pimples are removed over there. You can see it. Some pimples are removed. So I want to differentiate that. So I kept the layer. Okay. So I don't need it now. So I'm deleting the layer. So if you want to delete it, you can just drag it, and here you can delete it. Okay. I forgot to tell you that if you want to take layer, like say there is a background layer, if you want to take layer, here is a plus button over there, the second plus. Click on that plus button, you get the layer. Okay. So now I don't want this layer. So actually, no, we can keep it like we explained about the brushes. Okay. So if you right click that, there is a brush tool over there. Okay. So we can we can draw something over there, like we want to draw it. Let's say I already told you there is a layer with socket. So let's do one thing. We want to we have put in this red color. We want to be red color to be in the face of that color, like painted. So what I'll do, we want this duplicate layer. Okay, we press Ctrl J. Then the layer is duplicated, and this background layer we can put it as a portrait, the girl portrait. Okay. Now, if you want to like put this color to her, like you want to be like painted one. Okay. So we will press Ctrl and we will select this layer. But here to show that there is some normal is there, some dissolve is there, darken is there, multiple is there, there is some like it's like a filtered is there. If you want to select it, then we can go for it. Like I'm selecting here the multiple. Okay. So it says there is some error after selecting this. If I have selected the multiple option, so after selecting this, there is some error. As we have like press Ctrl and select all those layers together, and we have just changed that normal to some filter. So just click on that, press complete your request, and one layer is selected. You press OK and click on. But we can press one more layer. Okay. This then we will go for that. If we want to just move it to other part, like say we want to move it to the lips only. So we'll press Ctrl T. It will select the layer, like which that portion it will select that portion we have just painted. We can just move it. Okay. It doesn't need to the move tool. When we're pressing Ctrl T, you can just move it according to that your purpose, like where you want to keep it. Okay. Plus I'm pressing the enter for scaling. After scaling, I want to like give it like same only. You press enter to click on. So if you want to delete it, you can delete the layer. Okay. So pencil tool is there. Like color replace pencil tool, I'll get it later. Like pencil tool is used for like we'll tell it later. So we'll go to the color replacement. Okay. When we're getting the color replacement tool, say it's painting here. Because we have taken the red color. If we're putting some other color also, we will take that. See, we can paint it. What mistake we have done? See, we have done that color. We have put in that color over the same layer. So let's say we want to remove it. So we'll take the history brush and we can remove it. See. So let's say we want to remove it some and we want to keep it some. So depend upon the opposite. Like when we are basically when if we have done watercolor, you can see that when we are putting some more water with the color, it is getting lighter. So if you want to make it light, like we want to adjust it, like what we are taking history brush. History brush, what did like is taking that into some like where it helps to remove it. So we want to basically want to remove it, but not much. We want to keep some. So we will adjust, we will lower the opacity. We can lower the flow also if you want. And if we are using pen tablet, we can click on that. Now I'm not using the pen tablet. So see, here is removing, but with the lasso, it's keeping something and it's removing something. Let's say we want to keep it something like if we want to keep the nose and we have to delete this part. Okay, so we will select it with the quick selection tool. We'll select this portion. See, with this portion we have selected. We are removing the portion which is selected. That in the whole portrait, the whole page, that is only in the working portion. Like see, we're putting history brush and we're using here. See, it's not working. When you're using here, it's working. See, So selection tool is helps you like in painting also. Like if you want to select that part, you want to color only that part, it helps on that one. So press Ctrl D to remove the selection. See, okay. So go to mixer brush. What it takes a foreground color. There is a foreground color and there is a background color. If I put it like background color, we are putting it red. So it will mix it completely. Okay, that I'll explain it later. Okay, now we are going for like we are deleting it actually this layer. We don't want it. Anybody have any question? Anybody have any question?
Uh, some of them are asking for, I think, shortcut keys, and so we'll share that resource material on the WhatsApp groups.
Yeah, I can say all those. I'm not saying, but so that they don't get confused.
Yeah.
I can say always what is a shortcut key and what. Let's say I will
No, I
show
mean,
some.
we'll share it on the group so that everybody gets access to
Okay,
it.
okay. But I'm showing one shortcut key of like let's say this is the portrait one. Okay, let's say we want to make it lighter. We'll press Ctrl M. Okay, it will come. Do we want to light it or dark it? See, we want to make it more whiter or you want to make it more dark. Those are the shortcut keys. Many shortcut keys are there. I will get it you after that. But now I'm saying all those like okay. I will talk about it later. Okay. So let's go to gradient tool. Now I'm getting into gradient tool. Okay. I'll take another layer. Okay. So when we are selecting the gradient tool, see in the upper portion it will come like this. If you want to change the color, we'll just select on these small boxes up here. Let's say we select this color, okay, and make the color remaining the same, okay, and we are pressing it okay. Now how I'll put it? If I put it all backspace, it will come the color on it. But what gradient I have select does not come. So put Ctrl Z. Okay. Now we want this color to be here. Okay. If you want some portion to be here, then we will select it. Like this portion we want only with that gradient. So again we will put the gradient, select the gradient, and if you want the gradient to be like this, then you can select it. Like it will come like vertically, it will come like slide. If you want to be like horizontally, vertically, we will drag it like this. If you want horizontally, we can drag it horizontally. Okay. Let's say we want to, like we have done before, we want to like same to be in the face color. Okay. Then we will duplicate the background layer, Ctrl J, and then we'll select the layer one. Okay. Then we'll go to normal. Then we're going to change it. Which one you want. It's depend upon you which one you want. You want to select it. Okay. Let's show you one thing. It's very interesting. Uh, let's say we want some texture on the face. Like one part of the face is like born. We want to get it like that, like muddy. Let's say it's muddy, one piece. So we'll select to the one image we need like we'll select burn paste, burn. download one. Okay, let's say multi phase is there. No? We are okay. We're selecting for mud portion. Okay. We're selecting this. We're saving the image. Okay, now we are going to open it. Okay. Fine. Open. Okay. We open it. We'll just drag it so that we can see that what portion you need. So we are using what I explained to you, that we are using lasso tool. For lasso tool, for lasso tool we are using L. If I press L, then the lasso tool will come. Okay. Basically, we are using lasso tool. It's very good. So we want this portion. Okay. So it's coming like background. We want only this portion. So what I'll do, we can press, like there is an option, we can press Ctrl J. Then it will become with another layer which portion is selected. Okay. नहीं तो हम लोग क्या कर सकते हैं, जो हम लोग ने सिलेक्ट किया है, तो अगर ये लेयर पे है, हम लोग को ये सिलेक्ट चाहिए, तो हम लोग को फिर से सिलेक्ट करना पड़ेगा क्या? तो we'll press Ctrl and then we'll just click on that transparent, there is a layer, we'll click on that, then it will get automatically selected. Okay, this is a shortcut. If you want to select it, which part of, like sometimes we are making a background, but we don't know that where is that layer, which layers that we are taken many hundred of layers. At that time we are doing this to select. Okay, so we want to move it to this portrait. So we'll take the move tool. We'll just click on that selection. We'll just drag it. Okay. Okay. Well, now we're closing it. I'm hiding this. Sorry. So we are scaling it. Okay. Control T. We are scaling it. Let's say this is like a very cutted portions. We want to make it blur, little bit blur. So we can make it eraser tool. So in the eraser tool also, it's like a brush. Sometimes we are using it like a brush, like we are taking soft round brush. If we take hard brush, it will cut hurt. See, if we are taking round brush and making it smaller. So I'm just erasing it. Okay, to make it like to be a finished one, I'm just erasing it so that it can be like it can be seen that it is there on that piece. Okay, so now again we are doing that. We are making it a filter. We're seeing which one is adjusted. We're looking for it. Okay. See, I make it black and white. So if I want to make it well, I want to make it like colored. So I will press Ctrl J. Okay. Then I can make it color, like going here, image, adjustment, color balance. We can make it darker as it is black and white. Then we can press like if this is a shortcut. We press Ctrl Shift Alt Shift Ctrl P. Okay, this is a shortcut of that color balance. Okay. So those are the adjustment. If you want to make it brighter, if you make it want to curve, exposure, vibrance is there, hue saturation is there. Those are basically the like you want to change the color, you want to make it like resize it. Everything is so we'll go on that later. Okay. So now we'll go on that dots tool. Okay. So if we are like getting confused, if you click on that in the dots tool, you select that what dots tool means. See here the dots tool is making it brighter. Like if you were selecting the dots tool, we are not selecting this. We are so say we are in this layer. Say we are in layer to pop, and we are doing this. It will not work. It will work on that what in this layer is there, and there only that muddy texture is there, so it will work on that only. So if you want to be here, like you want it like editing to be here, we have to go to that layer only. And then we will select, it will make it brighter. See which part you want to make it brighter, it will make brighter. Okay, that dot helps. Okay, this is a dot. In burn tool, what it is doing, burn tool will make it darker. It is opposite to the dodge tool. It will make darker. Like this portion, you will want to make it more darker. Then it will make darker. Okay. So
Pooja, just
hmm.
one thing. I think we should wrap up the class for today. ज़्यादा हो जाएगा. Some people are feeling like it will get too much for
Yeah,
them
yeah,
to take.
yeah. Actually,
So we can
actually,
probably, yeah.
okay. So you are adding me in the group, right?
Yes, yes. We'll add you in the group so that you can respond to all the queries.
Okay, okay, fine. So tomorrow will be like editing one like where from we can crop it and we can add some. We will make some wallpaper of some with some objects.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. So from tomorrow we'll start making objects and designing for that.
Okay.
Okay. Now, just for all the information of the participants, our managing director is here with us. He would like to speak to all of you, just address you. So I'm handing over to him now.
Hello students, all good morning, all learners, good morning to you all. This was the first introduction class. Hope, in coming days, more clarity will come with each tool and it will be a learning experience for all of you. I have three things to tell you that number one, all the classes recording is being done and we will share it in your WhatsApp group. So don't worry about it. You will be able to learn at your pace. And second is that combination of language, Hindi and English, really is a thing which we are going to work on. And for my introduction, I'll just tell you that I am the past president of vice president of Kaziranga University, and this initiative with Reliance Education we have brought to Northeast for the first time. There are a lot of courses related to animation, VFX, web graphics, many things. So slowly and gradually you will come to know about all the courses and you can think of developing your career into here. See, three things are very important for any graphic or animation course. That are three P's. Three P's. One is your you have to be very passionate about it. Unless you are passionate of learning this graphic and animation, it's not going to work. Second thing is you have to be very patient because learning graphics and animation, there are such a lot of things, such a lot of things. Even, working for 1 or 2 years doesn't give you exposure to all the tools. So you have to be patient in learning the tools. And third thing is perfection. See, I mean, the more you practice, the more perfection will come. So you have to practice a lot to get perfection. Unless you get perfection with each tool, nothing is going to work. And just to speak about Pooja, she is a very good faculty. She has got a very good industry exposure, and maybe this is the interactive class. She will reduce her pace and maybe go into more detailing from tomorrow onwards. So with this, I thank you all for attending this class. It is a very good response. We have around 60, 70 students joining all over Northeast for this class, and you can spread the message to your friends, and they can join the classes from tomorrow also. A certification will be provided to all who attend all the sessions. If you go in between, you will lose your certification. So please attend all the classes and keep continuing the learning pace. Thank you. Be safe, stay safe. Thank you all.
Sorry.